Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Richard Burke, and in 3 days' time, I'm going to be jumping on a plane to Turkey for, yes, you've guessed it, and it's probably the reason why you're watching this channel. You're thinking about having a hair transplant. Well, I have been thinking about it for 2 years, and in that time, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, testimonials. I've been doing a research on Google, trying to find out where's the best place to have a hair transplant, which clinic to use, and obviously how much it costs and the different methods of transplantation. And, you know, there's FTU, FUE. It's just kind of a minefield. So this video series hopefully will give you some insight, and hopefully I'll be able to entertain you at the same time. You can have a laugh. You know, I'm not a serious guy, and think of me as a crash test dummy. So if it's a disaster, and it's, well, at the end of it, I look like I've been in a car crash. I probably will look like I've been in a car crash after the operation. But hopefully, I know it takes time for the results. It takes roughly, I think, minimum 6 months to 12 months to 15 months to see the full finished results. So at the end of it, hopefully it's a success, and if it is, you can follow my footsteps, and hopefully it will give you confidence and inspire you to take the plunge and go for it yourself. But obviously, if it's a disaster and I look like Mickey Rourke, then it's probably an idea that you don't do it. However, saying that, a disclaimer. Not all hair transplants and people's kind of hair follicles in different stages are the same. So my results might be different to someone else's results. Apparently I'm a stage 3 of the balding pattern. As you can see, I've been receding both sides for quite some time. Well, quite some time, 2 years to be exact. I've noticed it in 2018, I thought I looked quite more sharper. But since having kids, maybe the coronavirus and the lockdowns and the stress of everything else, I've started to notice my hair receding. So it could be genetics, it could be circumstance, but anyway, it's happening, and I'm either gonna just watch it fall out and get worse, or make a decision to do something about it. So that's what I've done. I made the decision 2 months ago. So yes, I thought I'd share my thought process. Why I need a hair transplant? Well, mental well-being. You know, I'm a guy. You know, we all, well, some of us, most of us, want to look good and feel good about ourselves, and every time we look in the mirror, you know, hair is kind of important to us. So I've been kind of slowly just getting a bit more kind of, who's this guy in the mirror? I'm looking older. So yeah, it's affected my confidence, and I thought, right, okay, well, what are my choices? You can shave your head. You never know, that might look pretty good on you. I've personally never shaved my head. I know I'm gonna have to have my head shaved on the day of the operation. So you will actually see what I look like with a bald head. Some guys can rock it, and it can look pretty badass. So that's one option. The other option would be medication. You can take something called finasteride, which is a pill you take daily for the rest of your life. The other medication is a topical. It's minoxidil. You massage it. It comes in either a foam or a liquid. You massage it into the areas where it's thinning. And I think there's another product called Rogaine, and I'm sure there's other kind of products out there that I don't know about. But with medication, always read the small print, as there are risks of side effects with anything. But with these types of medication, I've read reports, men can suffer mental well-being kind of issues and impotence, sexual drive, loss in sexual drive. I don't know, but just read the small print. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a chemist, I'm not a pharmacist, so I don't really know. All I just know is what's right for me, and it's not the route that I want to go down, but it could be the route for you. Who knows? And the third thing is probably just wear a wig, like this one. Just make sure it looks natural, otherwise you look like a clown. The first step I would advise you to do would be to take a free hair analysis of your own hair thinning pattern and to see whether you're actually a suitable candidate for a hair transplant, because not everyone is. So I am going through a clinic called elithair. I'll put the link in the description below. If you click on the link, you can have a free hair analysis. That'll be the first step. That'll save you so much time. It takes literally 3 minutes. You upload a couple of photos, answer a couple of questions, and they email you back to see whether you are a suitable candidate and how many grafts they would advise you to have based on the hair analysis and data that you've sent them. And they'll also come back with a price. Now, talking of prices, they are not the cheapest in the world, but like anything, the cheapest is not always the best. I chose elithair because they have got an amazing reputation. They've got one of the biggest clinics in Istanbul. They have the leading technology in the hair transplantation and techniques, and their price actually is very, very reasonable. I was pleasantly surprised. So to give you an idea, I am paying 2,850 euros. That includes the operation. That's for 3,500 grafts. FUE, which is they take the hair out using like a pen, each hair follicle out, and they replant it into the area of where the hairline is thinning. So it includes that operation, it includes 2 nights hotel, all the transportations, it includes the PRP treatment, it includes all the shampoos and all the ointments and everything else that's kind of needed. So I thought that was pretty good. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and there's going to be more to come as I'm going to be regularly uploading videos over the course of the next 15 months. Following from the journey from the very beginning of where I jump on a plane, go to Istanbul, have the operation, have the post-op kind of medical treatment. I'm going to show you everything, warts and all, and then obviously my recovery and hair progression, and hopefully the final results over the course of 15 months of my life. So if you want to come along on that journey with me, remember to subscribe to the channel and like. It helps with the algorithms on YouTube and helps me get closer to my goal of getting from 0 subscribers to over 1,000 and hopefully have over 4,000 viewing hours for the channel to be monetized. My ultimate goal is to have the advertising revenue pay for my hair transplant. That's the goal. Hopefully I can achieve it. I can with your help and your love. So please share the love, subscribe, like, hit the notification and share.